I want you to take a moment and picture your future. I want you to think about where you want to be, who you want to become, and what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. Now, let me tell you something. You will never get there by taking shortcuts. You won't get there by talking about it. You won't get there by talking about it. You won't get there by telling everyone around you your plans. You'll get there through the work you put in behind the scenes. The quiet hours when no one is watching. You have to commit to working hard in silence, because that's when the real progress happens. I know it's tempting to shout your goals from the rooftops, to show the world how hard you're grinding, to announce every step of your journey. But let me tell you something. The real champions, the real heavy hitters, they don't announce their plans. They work. They focus. They grind. They put in the hours no one else is willing to put in. They're not waiting for recognition. They're not waiting for applause. They're waiting for the moment when their work pays off and the world has no choice but to recognize them. Now, let me ask you, are you ready to put in that work? Are you ready to make the sacrifices that most people won't make? Are you prepared to work hard in silence, knowing that the results will speak for themselves? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share with you isn't just motivational talk. It's the mindset of those who make things happen. It's the secret that separates the dreamers from the achievers. Keynote 1, the power of consistency. Success doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you show up day after day, even when no one is watching. It's the ability to stay consistent when everything inside you wants to quit. That's where greatness is born. Keynote 2, outworking your competition. The world is full of people who want success, but the truth is very few are willing to outwork the competition. If you want to stand out, you need to put in more effort than anyone else. It's not about talent. It's about work ethic. Keynote 3, embrace the struggle, the pain, the frustration, the setbacks. They're not there to stop you. They're there to mold you, to make you stronger, to teach you the lessons that will push you past the limits of your own potential. Keynote 4, silence is your strength. People are going to doubt you. People are going to wonder why you're so quiet. But here's the thing. Silence is your strength. Let your results be the loudest thing about you. Let your success make the noise. Keynote 5, focus on your purpose. When you know your purpose, nothing can distract you. You don't need validation from anyone. When you're driven by something bigger than yourself, the hustle becomes second nature. Focus on your why, and everything else will follow. Keynote 6, do it for yourself. Don't work for the applause. Don't work for the praise. Work for the person in the mirror. Work for the better version of you that you're becoming. When you do it for yourself, you'll never be dependent on others to recognize your worth. Keynote 7, shut out the naysayers. People will always have something to say. They'll tell you to slow down. They'll tell you it's too hard, but don't listen to them. Keep working, keep grinding, and let their words become the fuel that drives you even harder. That's Keynote 8, the daily grind. Greatness is built on the small decisions you make every single day. It's about getting up early when no one else will. It's about staying late when everyone else is done. Keynote 9, be relentless. Being relentless means you don't quit. It means you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. The world doesn't need another person who gives up halfway. It needs someone who finishes what they started. No matter what. Keynote 10, let your work speak. At the end of the day, your work is all that matters. Let your actions speak louder than any word you could say. When people see your results, they'll know who you are and what you're about. So here's the truth. Nobody's going to hand you success. Nobody's going to give you the life you dream about. You have to go out there and earn it. Silently, relentlessly, day by day. Your journey doesn't need to be loud for it to be powerful. The world will see the results of your hard work, and that will be enough. So go out there, get to work, and let your silence speak louder than anything else. Success doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't come because you put in a few hours here and there or because you show up when it's convenient. True success is built on the foundation of consistent effort. It's the ability to keep pushing forward when the results aren't immediate. It's waking up every day with the same level of determination, even when you don't see the fruits of your labor right away. It's about showing up when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, when you feel like your energy is running low, and when everyone else is quitting. Think about it. The people you look up to, the ones who have achieved great things, they didn't get there by taking shortcuts. They didn't get there by working hard for a week or a month and then taking a break. No, they worked consistently, day after day, no matter what. And that's what you need to do too. It doesn't matter if you're building a business, working on a craft, or pushing toward a personal goal. The process is the same. Consistent effort is what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Imagine this. You're building a muscle. You don't get stronger by lifting weights once and hoping for the best. No, you have to show up and put in the work every single day. Each rep counts. Each set matters. And over time, you'll start to see the changes, not because of one intense workout, but because of the small, consistent actions you took. In the same way, your growth will come from the dedication you put in day after day. The key is to trust the process. Even when no one else sees your progress, even when it feels like you're putting in hours with nothing to show for it, you have to stay consistent. The results will come. Success doesn't reward those who show up when it's easy. It rewards the ones who show up when it's hard, who keep going even when they're tired, frustrated, and unsure. Consistency is the engine that keeps you moving forward, no matter what. And here's the thing, it's not about doing everything perfectly. Perfection isn't the goal. It's about showing up, giving your best, and making progress, even if it's just a small step every day. Over time, those small steps will add up. And when you look back, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. But it all starts with that one decision, to stay consistent, no matter the obstacles in your way. The world is full of people who want success, but very few are willing to outwork the competition. It's easy to say you want to be successful, to dream about a life filled with achievements and recognition, but those dreams will remain just that, dreams, unless you're ready to do what others aren't willing to do. You have to be willing to give more than anyone else, to put in the hours when others are taking breaks, to make sacrifices that most people would shy away from. Outworking your competition isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter, being more strategic, and being willing to outlast everyone around you. Success doesn't happen by chance. It doesn't come from simply having a good idea or a great product. It comes from relentless effort, from putting in more hours, more energy, and more focus than anyone else. While others are sleeping, you should be working. While others are complaining about how hard things are, you should be figuring out how to make it happen. Success doesn't care about your excuses, your setbacks, or your comfort zone. The route rewards those who are willing to go the extra mile, to push beyond their limits, and to outwork everyone who thinks they can take the easy route. Now, the most successful people in the world didn't get there by being lucky. They got there by making sure they were always one step ahead, always outworking the competition, always putting in the hours when everyone else was slacking. And you have to be willing to do the same. The secret isn't in being the most talented person in the room. It's about being the person who shows up every single day and gives their best, no matter what. And it's not just about physical effort. Outworking your competition also means outthinking them. While they're stuck in their comfort zones, you're learning new skills, improving yourself, and finding ways to get ahead. It's about being resourceful, being strategic, and making sure that you're always pushing yourself forward, even when the path is hard. The key to outworking your competition is to make a commitment to your goals that is unwavering. You don't just show up when it's convenient. You show up when it's uncomfortable. You show up when no one else believes in you. You give your best every single time because you know that your hard work will eventually pay off. And while others are waiting for a break, you're creating your own opportunities through your relentless effort. If you're serious about achieving greatness, you need to be willing to outwork everyone around you. It's not just about doing the minimum. It's about pushing yourself to do more, to give more, to sacrifice more than anyone else would dare. That's how you separate yourself from the crowd. That's how you rise above the competition. When you outwork your competition, success isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the obstacles you face are not there to defeat you. They are there to shape you. The struggle you experience is not a sign that you should quit. It's the very thing that prepares you for success. Every challenge you face, every hardship you endure is building you into the person you need to be to handle the level of success that's waiting for you. Embrace the struggle, because it's in these moments that you're being tested, refined, and strengthened. The reality is that no one reaches their full potential without encountering adversity. It's easy to dream about success, but it's the struggle that separates those who succeed from those who give up. Success isn't just about achieving your goals. It's about becoming someone who can handle the pressures, the doubts, and the difficulties that come with the pursuit of greatness. Without struggle, there's no growth. Without resistance, there's no strength. And without obstacles, you'll never discover just how far you can go. Let your work speak for you. Let your dedication, your perseverance, and your success be the loudest statement you can make. When you're too busy working, too focused on your goals to worry about who's watching, that's when the magic happens. People will start to notice, not because you told them, but because they see the impact of your efforts. The person who works silently and lets their results do the talking is the one who gets the ultimate recognition, the recognition that matters most. You don't need to seek attention. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Keep your head down and focus on the grind. The world will see what you're capable of once the results start rolling in. And when that happens, you won't have to say a word. Your success will speak for itself. Silence is your strength because it shows that you're not interested in the fleeting praise or validation of others. You're focused on the long-term impact of your work, the legacy you're building, and the change you're creating in the world. In a time when everyone wants to be seen, heard, and noticed, choose the path of quiet determination. Let your actions, your consistency, and your results make the loudest impact. When you work in silence, you're building something far more powerful than any temporary recognition. You're building a legacy. So keep pushing, keep working, and let your silence speak louder than anything else. When you know your purpose, nothing can distract you. The world is full of noise, full of distractions that will try to pull you in different directions. But focus on your purpose, and everything else will fade away. Your purpose is your foundation. It's what keeps you grounded when the storms of life come, when challenges arise, and when temptations try to lead you off course. When you're clear about why you're doing something, the distractions become irrelevant and the obstacles you face don't seem so overwhelming. Having a purpose gives your work meaning. It transforms your efforts from mundane tasks into meaningful actions that move you closer to a bigger vision. When you're driven by a sense of purpose, each step you take, no matter how small, feels significant. It gives you the energy to push forward, even when things get tough, because you know exactly why you're doing it. You need to take the time to define your why, because once you have a clear sense of purpose, you'll understand that your journey isn't just about the destination. It's about the growth you experience along the way. It's about the person you become in the process. Your purpose is what fuels your determination, your consistency, and your resilience. It's what keeps you going when everything else feels uncertain. The distractions, whether they're the opinions of others, the noise of social media, or the pressures of trying to keep up with everyone around you, lose their power when you are rooted in your purpose. When your focus is laser sharp on what truly matters to you, you stop wasting energy on things that won't get you any closer to your goals. When you focus on your purpose, there's no room for doubt or fear. You don't question yourself every step of the way because you know the direction you're headed. You trust the process even when it's difficult because you know that your purpose is guiding you. That clarity gives you the strength to keep going when others might quit. Focus on your purpose and you'll be able to block out the noise. You'll be able to ignore the negativity, the distractions, and the doubters. Your purpose will be your North Star, always guiding you, always reminding you why you started and giving you the fuel to keep going no matter how tough the journey gets. Stay focused, stay determined, and let your purpose be the driving force behind everything you do. When you're rooted in your purpose, nothing can shake you. Success is personal, and the pursuit of it is deeply connected to doing it for yourself. You can't rely on others to push you, to motivate you, or to validate your efforts. True success doesn't come from external applause or recognition. It comes from the internal drive that propels you forward, even when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on, and when it seems like there's no one around to acknowledge your hard work. Doing it for yourself means you are the source of your motivation. It means your reason for showing up every day, for putting in the work, for making the sacrifices is rooted in something far deeper than the need for validation. It's about personal growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, and about achieving things that matter to you on a profound level. When your why is built around your own ambitions, your own dreams, and your own desire to become more than what you were yesterday, you're no longer chasing the approval of others. Instead, you're working to honor your own commitment to yourself. Too many people are driven by the opinions of others. They look for approval from friends, family, and society. They seek validation from the world around them. And when that validation doesn't come, they lose their motivation. But when you do it for yourself, you no longer depend on external recognition. You're focused on the internal rewards, the growth, the development, and the satisfaction that comes from knowing that you gave it your all, regardless of whether anyone saw it or not. The beauty of working for yourself is that you get to define what success looks like. It's not about keeping up with someone else's idea of success. It's about pursuing your own vision at your own pace with your own standards. You don't need to compare your journey to anyone else's. As long as you are making progress toward your personal goals, that's all that matters. So when you commit to doing it for yourself, there's an unwavering sense of ownership over your journey. You stop looking to others for permission to succeed, and you start taking full responsibility for your growth. The power that comes from knowing that you are in control of your destiny is immense. You realize that success doesn't require approval from anyone else, because at the end of the day, you are the one who gets to define it. Whoa! So let me tell you this. Don't wait for others to recognize your efforts. Don't seek external validation. Do it for yourself. Make the commitment to show up for you day in and day out. Because when you're working for yourself, you'll discover an incredible sense of fulfillment that goes beyond applause and recognition. You'll know that the work you're putting in is creating a future that only you can define. And that's a reward that no one can ever take from you. People will always have something to say about your journey. There will be critics, naysayers, and those who doubt your abilities, your choices, and your vision. They will tell you that your goals are too big, that you're being unrealistic, or that you should settle for less. But here's the thing, shut out the naysayers. Don't allow their negativity to creep into your mind or steer you off course. Their doubts are not your truth. The moment you let the voice of others distract you is the moment you lose focus on what truly matters, your goals, your dreams, and your purpose. The truth is, no one can fully understand your vision but you. No one else has walked the same path, faced the same challenges, or experienced the same dreams that you have. When others criticize you, it's often because they can't see your vision. It's because they haven't been where you are or don't have the same level of belief in what you're capable of. And that's okay. Their opinions are theirs to carry, but they don't have to become yours. There's a power in ignoring the negativity around you. It is easy to get caught up in what people say, especially when they're close to you or when their opinions seem convincing. But the moment you begin to internalize their doubts, you start doubting yourself. You stop trusting in your ability to achieve what you know is possible. Shut out the naysayers by realizing that their negativity has no place in your mind. Instead, turn your focus inward and trust in your own potential. Success is a deeply personal journey. It's not about proving something to others. It's about proving something to yourself. And sometimes the best way to prove that to yourself is by staying focused on your path and ignoring the voices that tell you it can't be done. Every successful person has faced criticism. Every trailblazer has encountered someone who told them their dreams were too big or too unrealistic. And what sets them apart from the rest is that they didn't let the voices of others derail their purpose. They kept moving forward despite the noise. You don't need anyone's approval to achieve greatness. You don't need anyone's permission to follow your dreams. The only approval you need is your own. Trust yourself. Stay grounded in your vision and move forward with the confidence that you are on the right path. The more you focus on your goals and drown out the naysayers, the closer you get to achieving what you set out to do. Remember this, the naysayers will always be there. They will always have their doubts and criticisms, but their words are only as powerful as you allow them to be. Keep pushing, keep working, and stay focused on your journey. Shut out the negativity and let your actions speak louder than their doubts ever could. Success is not a straight line. It's not about taking one perfect step after another. Instead, it's a series of ups and downs, twists and turns, and moments of uncertainty. There will be times when everything feels right, when you're moving forward with momentum. And then there will be times when it feels like you're stuck in place or even moving backwards. Don't be afraid to fail. Understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the process. Every setback, every mistake, and every obstacle is a lesson, an opportunity to grow and refine yourself. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going according to plan. You may feel like you're doing everything right, but things still aren't working out. It's in those moments that you need to remember that failure is not permanent. It's a temporary setback, and it doesn't define your potential. What matters is how you respond to failure. Are you going to let it knock you down and keep you there? Or are you going to get back up, learn from it, and keep going? The most successful people didn't get to where they are by avoiding failure. They embraced it. They faced challenges, stumbled, and fell, but they never allowed those failures to stop them from moving forward. Failure teaches you things success can never teach. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you to be resourceful, and it teaches you to adapt when things don't go as planned. Each failure gives you a chance to refine your approach, to try something different, and to come back stronger. Failure isn't an indication that you're not cut out for success. It's proof that you're pushing yourself, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and trying to achieve something worthwhile. The people who are truly successful didn't get there by avoiding failure. They got there by learning to embrace it, by turning every failure into a stepping stone for future success. Understand that you're going to fail along the way. You're going to hit bumps in the road, but that doesn't mean you're not on the right path. It means you're testing your limits, pushing yourself further, and becoming more capable with every step you take. Don't fear failure. Instead, look at it as a necessary part of your journey. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is an opportunity to rise up stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. So the next time you face failure, don't let it stop you. Don't let it make you question your abilities or your future. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Success is not about avoiding failure. It's about how you rise each time you fall. Let failure be your teacher, your motivator, and your guide to becoming the person you're meant to be. Success is not about shortcuts. It's not about finding the quickest route or the easiest way to get to the top. Hard work is the foundation of everything you're trying to achieve, and is what will carry you through when things get tough. There's no substitute for putting in the effort, day in and day out. It's the late nights, the early mornings, and the sacrifices that no one sees that make the biggest difference in your journey. While others may be looking for a way to make things easier, you need to focus on what's going to get you the results. And that's hard work. It's the effort that people don't see that builds the most significant outcomes. The work you put in when no one is watching, the grind you endure when others are resting, is the true measure of your commitment. This isn't about doing the bare minimum. It's about going all in, no matter how hard it gets. The truth is, there will be times when you feel like quitting. There will be days when you're exhausted, when you feel like you've given everything you've got, but you still haven't reached the level of success you desire. But here's the thing. Success doesn't belong to the ones who quit. It belongs to the ones who show up every single day, even when they don't feel like it, even when they're tired, even when it seems like nothing is happening. Hard work is what makes the difference when everyone else is looking for shortcuts or easy ways out. It's what sets you apart from the crowd. While others are resting or waiting for things to come to them, you're out there putting in the work that will eventually pay off. It might not be easy, and it might not be fast, but it will be worth it. Hard work is the price you pay for success, and it's the one thing that can never be taken from you.